What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell, I've been getting after it. I got oil and muck all over me, but that's because today we were trying to install the Garagistic short shifter on the car. Now I have a very sloppy shifter assembly. So this is in neutral and this is in gear. They should not have this much play. So as you can tell, I need to replace a lot of my internal components for the shifter, and that's what we were trying to do today. To get that done, we have the actual Garagistic solid mount shifter. This is the backing plate that goes underneath the car. We have the new DSSR that connects to the actual selector joint on the transmission, and I'm actually going to be replacing this as well, since this does have like a foam padding inside of it, and you should replace it just to get the maximum kind of stability in your shifts. So trying to get all of this replaced today, and basically it was going to be entire new shifter assembly. It is recommended when installing that shifter that you also upgrade your transmission mounts or your bushings for your transmission to anything above what the stock rubber is. I think this is 85A grade. So we're trying to install this today as well, but the issue that I'm running into is because of this vibration cup, whatever you call it, I can't get any access to the clips to disconnect the DSSR, to disconnect the stock shifter assembly, and I honestly don't know what to do. I already went ahead and removed the transmission mount bushings so I could lower the transmission just a little bit, but even with that extra space, I cannot get my hand up there or even see any of the clips that I need to remove, which kind of sucks. Car has about 200,000 miles on it. I would say about 180,000 to be exact. And if you've never replaced your bushings, this is how bad they can get. This is super squishy. It basically had a ton of play in it when it was inside the car. And then this is the other one. This one, I put a little pressure into it while trying to pull it out, and it just completely ripped in half, which goes to show how bad and brittle these are. So I'm honestly not sure what I'm gonna do with the shifter. I think I might need to get this car on a lift so that way I can get better access to it, or I just have to wait for the proper time where the engine's out, transmission's out, and then I can install it, because right now there's no way I can get my hand up there underneath the car. Maybe if I was standing underneath the car, I could have better access, but yeah, I'm not really sure what to do right now. So for the time being, I'm just gonna throw on the new transmission mounts or transmission bushings, and it should help just a little bit, and eventually we'll even replace the engine mounts. So we'll go ahead and get these in the car first and then see what to do after that. So same process as taking the old ones out. I jacked up the transmission just a tad bit, put the new transmission mounts in, and then from there I tightened them up until you could see a little bit of compression on each one, and I think the actual torque spec should be around 10 to 13 foot-pounds. I just went until I could see that there was a little bit of compression. So if you don't have a torque wrench, you can do the same thing at home. And then now you can just go ahead and drop the transmission back to its original spot. So if you want to drop it. There we go. So now we have brand new transmission mounts in the car. This should help our transmission sit a little more flush. We also do need to switch out the engine bay ones, the engine mounts, but I don't have those today. So now I'm just gonna sit here underneath the car and see if there's any way that I can actually do the shifter assembly. And I know I can't show you guys it properly either, which sucks, but it's way, here, let me see if I can get some light up there. It's way up there. Part of it. So yeah, not sure what we're gonna do. So I think we might be out of luck for today. I was gonna start removing the exhaust system out of the car so that I can get access to the drive shaft, remove that, as well as all the other plates that are underneath the car. But unfortunately, I do have to drop this car off at a shop in the next few days. So I didn't want to take everything apart when I have to put it back together tomorrow. So today's Sunday, I need to drop it off on Tuesday night. And the reason we're dropping it off is because this entire box of parts that need to get installed on the car. Now, I was gonna do it at home, but this does require a lot of special tools, like to drop the subframe, get these bushings in and out of the subframe. There's control arm bushings, there's the new diff bushing. We have new control arms, everything. So a lot of this is gonna take some special tools and it's gonna take a lot of time, which I think it might just be worth it to get it sent off to a shop. There's a BMW shop pretty close to my house, so I thought maybe it might be worth looking into if they could do it for me. So because of that, I do not want to put this car into 1,000 different pieces. I would love to have this new short shifter installed right now. We're just gonna have to wait and see when the best time is gonna be to install it. Because right now, with the way the car's sitting and the angle that I'm getting from underneath the car, it's just not possible to reach this piece as well as where the stock shifter assembly connects to the top of the transmission, which is like right about here or something if you're looking at the actual assembly. We also got some max speeding rod springs in here, it looks like. I'm tempted to just go ahead and order some BC Racing coilovers and install that while we're doing the rest of the suspension parts, because everything on the front and the rear of the suspension is gonna get replaced. Every bushing, every part. I think the only thing that's gonna stay on the car that's gonna be the same is gonna be the actual subframe itself. So this thing should be driving like a dream pretty soon. If I have to do it myself, it's gonna take 10 times longer. But if I send it off to a shop, it might cost me some money, but we'll get it back in a month's time or something. So that's just kind of the pros and cons of the situation right now. But let me know down in the comments, should I send it off to the shop? Should I try doing it myself? I'm not looking forward to doing it myself, so yeah, let me know down in the comments. I guess we're stuck for the day. Can't really do much else, so I guess we'll just call it here, and it's gonna be a short video. I really wish I had some other things to install that I could start on right now, but I don't want to start on the suspension work, obviously, if I'm going to drop it off, and they might do it. So I guess Wednesday we'll find out if we're going to be tackling it ourselves or if we're going to be sending it off to a shop to get it done a lot quicker. But I'll keep you guys posted and hope to see you on the next one. Peace.